Met my country from the back of a car. Outside a stall saw a big koala flying up the mule to the big guitar. I come from a little place, but I've seen a lot of big things.
The Waugh is the brand new album. It's the third album out for Michael Waugh, and I'm pleased to say he joins us now. Michael, thanks for joining us, and mate, great work with this album. There are some absolute cracker songs on this.
Thank you so much. Yeah, it means a lot to me because there's stories about my community down in Gippsland, and I love that they found a home up there with you guys in Queensland. So thank you so much for sharing them with your audience.
The song we're going to focus on tonight is Big Things, but I want to take a step back. A few weeks ago we played The Song Reminds Me. We're pretty well the same era, I think, and we're going through the song, we're going, yes, that's my record collection, that's what I grew up with.
Yeah, I love it. Because it was, for me, those people shaped my kind of cultural identity. Every Sunday, on Countdown, Molly Meldrum would come on and he'd tell me to do myself a favour. And then there'd be these, young people who are not that much older than me at that time, surrounded by, screams of adoration. And I thought, geez, when I grow up, I want to do that. And those songs were like the soundtrack to my life. It was every blue light disco that I went to when I was young, but it was my way of saying thank you to those people for all that inspiration.
And as Darren said, that song leaves you reminiscing. And even with this new song, Big Things, we're finding the same thing as well. Like, Mum coming home, she's been sunburnt, but she still never got that tan. Again, that leaves us reminiscing of things that happened when we were kids, or even that's happening today. So the first two songs, is that a story to what we can actually find through the entire album?
I'm so glad that you said that, Tracy, because for me a good song is like a mirror that you can see a bit of yourself reflected in. I know that I'm a big fan of story songs. Like, I grew up with Dolly Parton and Kenny Rogers in the car, and we kind of, everywhere that we went were these story songs about parts of Tennessee. And so that's kind of part of my aim, is to tell those stories about my community, because we have some beautiful stories there too.
We're speaking to Michael Waugh here. His brand new album is called The Waugh. The single we'll be focusing on about it tonight is The Big Things. And of course, Australia's got plenty of big things. And on the sunny coast, we've got things like the Big Pineapple and the trip getting there. Now, I know you spoke about 3 kids in the back, but it was tougher for Tracy because you were one of 4.
Yeah, and we had no seatbelts back then either.
Well, there were times when I wished that there was no seatbelts for my little brothers, and one of them would go flying out a window. But yeah, no, it's the story of arguments in along the way, because it kind of, and for me, there was this moment where it all culminated, because for us to get to you guys up in Queensland, we had to go through Sydney. And Mum and Dad had planned this thing like some military operation to avoid going over the Sydney Harbour Bridge. But it was almost like every road was kind of designed to get us over there. Mum trying to read a map upside down, Dad trying to tow a caravan through the city, trying to do a U-turn down a one-way street with a caravan. It was... the stuff that nightmares are made of, really, but unforgettable too. So yeah, I'm glad that they've now been immortalised in that song.
Well, maybe nightmares, but they're all memories, and they're great memories to have. And I'm sure many people have got their own stories very similar or around the same sort of things.
And I'll just leave everyone with the disappointment that I never got to get out at Indooroopilly, where they had the only skyrocket ship in Brisbane. But anyway, that's my sad story.
I'm sorry to hear it. Our rocket ship part was in the centre of town. It was fantastic because it was the place where that Mum could never get to you, because all of the little ladders and stuff that went up to the top were designed for kids and not for adults. But it was pretty much like a rusty death trap by the time I was old enough to play in it. And maybe, if you're looking for that place to go, Darren, in Stratford, there is a rocket ship, maybe with your name on it.
I'm going to get there. I'm not as small as I used to be, hence the name. But you know what? It's been great to catch up with you tonight. Next time we catch up, we'll talk more about this album and the recording of it, and hear some more of it. But tonight we are going to play this single. It's a cracker, folks. It's called Big Things, and this is Michael Waugh.
I've seen a big fire, I've seen a big flood, I've seen a little town with a great big heart. I know that this rocket won't ever launch, but there are big things here without flying up north. I come from a little place, but I've seen a lot of